Tap in, family. Hope all is well with everyone. Just taking a break. It's break time, baby. It's my pen pad. It's my pen pad right here. It's my hat. Where y'all at, family? I'll be random as fuck with it, I know. I'm random as hell with my lives, I know. I know. But I hope all is well with everyone. I'll wait for y'all to come in, but this is just the beginning of the video. So, yeah, y'all get to see me talk to myself. Let them come, let them come. Man, it's about to be a storm out this bitch. But to my one viewer at the moment, whoever you are, hope all is well. Yeah, bro, about to get blown away. Oh, family, while y'all, you know, I'll wait for y'all because I'm doing some reading. So when y'all pop in, I'll talk. All right, you well? I'll be right here, G. You just let me know when you come back. I see it fucking up. But for those who do pop in, make your presence known. Let me know. Talk to me. Cause my YouTube be fucking up too. It say nobody viewing, but your comments will pop up, but it says no viewers. So when you get in here, just say something so I know y'all here, man. For real. Today is study day. For those who will pop in and might see this a little late, this is my study day for real. And today I'm looking into this book today, World's Greatest Men of Color. So this is my study book for the day. It's pretty thick. So that's what I'm saying. You well, my shit be fucking up too though. Like it say nobody's in here, but yet you're popping up in my comments. So I understand your side is messed up. Mine is too. And that's what I be saying sometimes. Like, yeah, y'all got to say something or do something because YouTube be fucking up, G. But since you can hear me, we could go about it that way. Today is study day. You know, a couple days ago, I dropped a video on 5 black women of antiquity, and I told you guys I'd be doing 5 black men. So I'm in this book for today, getting additional information on the information I already have. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it as detailed but nutshelled as possible. Because as the family knows, I don't really like to go long on videos I upload. Have no problem doing that on live stream. I could talk forever on live stream. But for video, I can't do that. So today's my study day. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get all the information right. Well, not even right, because it was right before I jumped in that book. Just clarifying. And so my next video is gonna be for the fellas. Other people text me and shit when I get on live. That shit's annoying as fuck. But I just did a video on the 5 black women. Now I'm doing a video on the 5 black men, and I've been doing a lot of. I've been doing a whole bunch of deep research into the symbolism and alchemy thing that I've been trying to slowly progress you guys into. I've been doing a lot of deep study all day, going to different books I ain't never seen before, getting information. No, it's called cross-referencing. So I've been doing a lot of that, and what I came across these last 2 days of straight studying is some deep shit that deals with the mind, the woman. You know, good, good. I'm glad you can hear and see me. I can see you, so we good on that tip. Yeah, YouTube be doing some fun shit sometimes. I don't even be tripping because I know that's how YouTube is. I know you and the rest of the family always tap in, and y'all told me plenty of times YouTube don't say nothing about me being on here, so I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, so today's my study day. I'm just taking a study break because I woke up around. I usually wake up if I have time to myself around 10 o'clock in the morning. God damn, that's loud. But you got to. When you study, if you don't do any cross references for your side of whatever the conversation may be as facts, if you don't do no cross referencing, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna bust your ass on it because I do a lot of studying, a lot of cross referencing. So that's not to downplay anybody. That's just to let people know, when you're doing studies, I don't give a fuck what the topic is. It ain't got to be deep, but if you're doing studies, there's a proper way to study. There's steps you should take to to properly study. Cross referencing is a big part of that. Primary source is a big part of that. Secondary source is a big part of that. Because I've studied things and was like, damn, that's deep, that's dope. And then go to cross reference and the shit don't add up. So then that just takes you down another rabbit hole of study. So when I'm not on YouTube doing lives or posting videos, it's because I'm doing deep research. That way, you guys get the the full benefit of my research. You see what I'm saying? And I do it for y'all, but I just want to let y'all know I'm coming with 5 great black men of antiquity or history, and I'm trying to stay away from the rundown people. Like, just for instance, I'm talking 5 great black men of history. We already know Malcolm X. We already know Martin Luther King. We already know W.E. Du Bois. You know what I'm saying? We know these people already. We've heard the term Shaka Zulu a million times. So I didn't want to give y'all those rundown, same old motherfuckers. I wanted to give you guys people that don't get the recognition they deserve, the people that built the platform for the Martin Luther Kings, for the Malcolm X's. I want to present you guys with some of that, and especially for the fellas, my niggas. Come on, bro. I'm gonna hold it down for us. I respected the queen, and I did a beautiful job with that video. I'm gonna do just this great a video for the men. So be on the lookout for that. I'm doing that right now. I could have been did it. It's just I've been studying this symbology, this biology science. Because if you take alchemy, it's pretty much the biology of man when you really get into the nitty gritty of shit. So be on the lookout for those. If anybody who sees this uh, really wants to get into it, I do personal. Uh, I wouldn't call it teachings, but it's teachings. I do personal training or personal classes, if you will. If y'all really want to get into anything, it don't gotta be alchemy. It could be history, because I'm a history buff. It could be anything. If y'all want that personal 101 session, just let me know. I take my time out to I take my time out to do that at all times. We can exchange digits, or what people call phone numbers. and we could set it up that way. So for all future references, let me know, and I'd be happy to build the knowledge with you guys on a one-on-one scenario. Because on here, I could just talk about whatever the fuck I want to, and y'all can listen or not. But if you want to take the extra step, the extra effort to really get into the sciences, get a hold of me, and we can do it personally. Absolutely, UL. And we was Yol or UL. But yeah, just like in the live stream last night, Booker shit, true shit. I'm not the one to debate people. I could have killed everybody intellectually that was talking shit in the chat and on the panel because a lot of it was just ignorant by definition. By definition, because I disrespect nobody unless you disrespect me. A lot of it was ignorance by definition, and I'm not the one to argue with people. So, you know, when they was like, "You ain't gonna come into the panel and shit," no, that's not me. I ain't want to dog nobody. I ain't want to. I done had that conversation. Is that my homie EO Rhino? Get the fuck out of here. What's up, G? Man, I'm glad you stopped by, G. I ain't seen you in a minute. I hope everything is alright with you, man. That's crazy. What's up, EO Rhino? My dog. My dog. I'm just chopping it with the family, G. I'm so happy that you stopped by. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I ain't seen you in a good minute. I ain't seen you pop up in a minute. Mostly because we usually see each other on somebody else's stream, but I'm glad you stopped by, my G. And that's what I'm saying. It don't pop up. It don't pop up that you're in here. I know the family UL's in here, so it should say one person viewing. And that's all it say. So appreciate you, EO. My man, that's dope. Hit that like while you here if you still here, man. Hit that like. Don't be a stranger to my like button. I'm trying to get 1 billion subs out here. Not a million, 1 billion. But like I was saying, yeah, once you get into the science of things, just alchemy. We just speaking on alchemy, UL. But when you get into shit, it's like I can say whatever I want on here, and y'all choose to listen or not. So anybody who want to take that extra step and really study, it doesn't matter what topic it is. If I know it, I'll tell you. If I don't, I'll tell you. But feel free to get with me personally, and we can just build that shit. You feel me? Cause just it's so much shit that I don't put on YouTube. Like there's so much shit I haven't put on YouTube. Different sciences, not alchemy, not history, not biology. You know what I'm saying? A mix of everything. So I got one of the family members, pretty much, without saying names, is already taking the personal classes with me. So my door's open to everybody. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, EO. Go sub to the channel. I got a whole bunch of dope ass videos. Check them out whenever you got time, man. Absolutely, absolutely. You will. On the about part of my YouTube, it has my information, everything that's needed to know. Facebook, Instagram, PayPal, Cash App, basic shit. So if you want to get a hold of me, Facebook or Instagram me, man. Because already the family, it's a couple family members that be on here that I talk to personally, but I build personally in a teaching scenario with one other person. So if you into it, holla at me and we could do that, Because like I was saying, that chat last night it was funny to me. To me, it was funny because I done had whole debate, that whole debate 1,000 times, and I over years and years learning, studying everything, you get different ways to break that shit down. And so I'm just sitting there. You see what I said in the chat room? I was just sitting there breaking the whole chat, the whole panel. I was just breaking it all apart. I'm listening to everybody, and you could tell that the motherfucking, I think it was the queen that was talking. You could tell that she was set in her ways. I believe it was the queen that was talking that was set in her ways, or the dude who was talking. Well, one of them was set in their ways, or they both were set in their ways, or something like that, about the whole, Jesus thing and whatnot. And that shit was baffling, just because it was like two people. I think it was three, but people debating their opinions, unwilling to be swayed because of the state of ignorance. And it has to be a state of ignorance. Because if you're not willing to be objective or open minded to somebody who opposes you, then you're always going to be on a defensive mode when it comes to that. And that doesn't work in conversation. It doesn't work. It's like telling somebody the facts, because there are facts. In reality, there are facts. We could do all that trip story shit. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. But there are facts of life. Like if I burn my hand, that bitch is gonna burn. That's a fact, right? There are facts of life. So when you're trying to approach somebody with facts, and then their rebuttal is, but that's your perspective, you gotta understand this conversation is going to be very limited, and they didn't understand that. So that's when you get people going head to head, because people don't know how to just shut the fuck up and listen. I might disagree. Let me listen. Okay, I listened. I'm a logical thinker, so if what you're saying is logical, and I break it down and process it properly. Oh, I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. YouTube will only tell me, like, from time to time, when somebody subs or when somebody likes. Like, personally, my YouTube channel is broke somehow, because it don't tell me shit for real. Exactly, they don't want to open up. When you have somebody who's stuck in their perspective, opinion, there are facts of life now. But when you don't want to listen, you don't want to just logically hear a motherfucker, objectively hear a motherfucker, because you're stuck in that perspective. So immediately you disagree. Okay, we got that situated. Now, by disagreeing, you feel like you have to defend your perspective. By doing so, with a lot of people, not all people, but with a lot of people, what happens is you automatically cut off any openness, objectiveness. You get what I'm saying? You're not willing to hear anymore after that. You're like, okay, this is what I feel, this is what I think. Not know, but this is what I think. You can't knock me off of that. But I'm willing to let you talk and talk and talk. There's just no point to talk to him. It's very limited conversation. So I was like, okay, I get it. So this is why my channel exists. Because I done broke down who God is. Now we understood the understood, but God is, you've seen the video. I'm pretty sure you watched that video. Sex Alchemy, who is God? The black woman is God. And you've seen the video, I'm pretty sure. But motherfuckers is trying to identify God in the context of what modern day people are using it for, as the Almighty, the Holy One, whatever the fuck you want to call it, God, right? So that's where you fuck up. You can't categorize God. You can say God is nothing. Nothing is something within itself. So it's like, I didn't even want to go there. But anyway, I got a whole bunch of shit covered. This study break, I'm still studying. My lady got company. My kids doing their thing. I woke up, got straight to it. Because last night I came across some dope ass shit, and I couldn't get it off my mind. So yeah, I'm finishing up my notes. I'll be presenting the video pretty soon. I want to say within the day. Yeah, within the day I'll have this video, 5 great black men of history. And it's not going to be your run-of-the-mill motherfuckers, because that's just stupid for me to tell y'all the same motherfuckers. Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. Even though I could put all the motherfuckers in there, because, Come on now, it's Malcolm X. I have some disagreements with Martin Luther King, but the man's intentions, I would like to say, were good. I would like to say, but yeah. So be on the lookout for that. That's for the fellas. So you know, I'm a, I'm gonna try to spruce it up for the fellas. I'm sorry, ladies. When I did y'all video, I did it greatly, you know. But I'm doing this for the fellas. Yeah, new faces are always good because history is his story. His story. We got that. We know that much, right? So they only gonna give you what they want you to know, with the understanding that most people don't really study. I said most people, okay, most, not for the family in the chat room. When I use the word most, I'm not trying to say everybody because we have those picky motherfuckers. Not everybody. Most. Most people don't really study like that. So I'm trying to give you, you know, 5 great figures, black male figures, that they don't talk about, that aren't really spoken of. You might have heard of 1 or 2 names, but it wasn't in a way where you could understand the importance of them. So that's what I did with the ladies. That's what I'm gonna do with the fellas. And when I get these notes perfected, I'm gonna bring out some shit that's just crazy, B. It's crazy. It's just some shit that I came across that's wild, G. And it deals with biology. It deals with the anatomy. It's just wild. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I like my hat. I know you shouldn't wear hats in the house. Just goddamn, I like these hats for some reason. I had another one. I fucking burnt that bitch on a lawnmower. And my mom got me this one, so I believe she got me this one. So I rock my hat. I don't do a damn hoodie, shorts, slippers, and my fucking hat all day. Well, when I'm home. All right, that's that. But yeah, this is the book that I'm referencing some of my notes from. And I believe if you go on Amazon, you can get it for like $20. I believe. Don't hold me to that. But World's Great Men of Color, Volume 1. Volume 2 costs about, if it's new, it costs about $29. If it's used, it costs 21. But yeah, this is just one reference. I got a video where I emptied my backpack. My backpack is full of books, and they don't come close to how many books I've personally read and studied. Yeah, I'll be, you know. If it's too hot, I got my shorts on. If it's too cold, I got my hoodie on. And to keep my head just the right temperature, with the holes and size of shit, I got my hat. I'm prepared for this weather. Listen, Ohio weather's, it's like a female who ain't got her emotions right. You just don't know what you're gonna get. With the other day, like 4 days ago, I promise you, it was nice and sunny and snow was coming down. Like it's like that out here. So it's like I don't even know what the fuck is going on right now. If I get rained on, I'm good to go. If it's cold, I'm good. If it's hot, I'm good. You know? That's just real shit, man. Y'all gotta be prepared. Y'all ain't think, yeah, you see all the mess on here? This is kids. It's kids. It's kids. Shout out to Cali Muscle though for the hoodie. I'm doing it a service. It's just dirty right now. I keep it clean. But yeah. Always trying. And I would go as far as I would even go as far as saying I don't try, I do. It's a fact I do. You know what I mean? I teach these sciences, I teach this history. I apply it. You see what I'm saying? I teach economics and then apply economics. I started my own business. It's still a small business, but it's a legit business with great clientele and great people and great experience. Got my lady to do 2 businesses. My stepdaughter, my daughter, wants to do a lemonade stand and understands Hey, I don't want paper dollars. Please give me quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies, because that's the true currency as far as the currency we have to deal with. You know, gold and silver is really where it's at. But I teach and apply this shit too. So I appreciate that. But I'm a doer. Look, see, you right around the corner pretty much from me. You right around the corner from me, and that's you. So you understand that shit'll be nice. Look, I've been to Cleveland a couple times, but it'd be nice, but it don't be. It'll snow, and then it'll literally rain right after, and then snow. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Fuck it, is it spring, summer, winter? What is it? I don't even know anymore. So I'm prepared. Like right now, it's windy as shit and cold as shit. Not a not a piece of snow nowhere. It was snow like 2 days, 3 days ago. Shit, it's crazy. So I just be, But yeah, besides that, study, man. Dude, that's what it's here for. I was watching this. I don't know, maybe it's because it's what I watch on YouTube, or maybe my phone is tapping me. And I know y'all watching. I know y'all tap phones out there and shit. But I see a lot of just gossip, motherfuckers with somebody else's name in their mouth at all times. Just bitch assness, a bunch of bitch assness. I be seeing a bunch of bitch assness from people, and it's crazy. So I'm not that type of person. The only reason I'm not is because I used to be that type of person. Not to keep a motherfucking name in my mouth, but always instigating some negative energy. You grow out of that eventually, hopefully. You're supposed to. And I'd like to say I grew out of most of that shit. You know, I still have my bad habits. I still have my flaws. Really don't mind them neither. You know, I mean, I own up to them type shit. But I don't like to keep motherfuckers' names in my mouth. That shit weird to me. I don't like to talk about gossip type shit. That shit does not. There's no lessons in that other than don't be like them. I already know that though. So I'll try to, you know, focus my channel on inspiration, motivation, and education pretty much. Other than that, if you ask me to talk about it, I might. Like I did one on Gucci and shit. I didn't want to do that. Somebody asked me about that. You know what I'm saying? But voluntarily keeping somebody's name in my mouth will never happen unless I'm speaking highly of somebody. That's it. You feel me? I don't know, man. You know, I'm new to this house pretty much. The neighbors is weird, bro. I ain't trying to talk down on them, bro, but they weird. You just have weird neighbors. You meet weird people, and I like weird people. I don't like normal people, so I guess I'm saying that in a compliment. But this motherfucker next to us is weird. Just be standing in his window. I'll be honest, I know a little bit, not enough to say I know anything, to be honest with you. Know of it, absolutely. Know it in depth and understand, no. Yeah, I see the voodoo comment though. I just seen the voodoo comment. Oh yeah, I'm already hip to the voodoo though. Uh, Not the archetypal, the Mina. No, not yet. I don't know that shit. You can tell me about it though. I'm listening because all I'm gonna do is when I get off of here and finish my note taking, I'm gonna study it, check it out. It's that easy. And see, that's the thing. I don't see how people could remain ignorant voluntarily. You see what I mean? Like, you ever try to tell somebody, well, talk to somebody and give them some game, some knowledge, some game, and they just didn't want to hear it because it goes against their comfort? I don't see how people can do that. That's weird as hell to me. Like, just like you just did. You gave me some information that I don't know too much of. And it's just part of me. I'll go check it out. I want to go check it out now. You see what I mean? I don't see how people can just be like, nah, that sounds cool though. It's crazy, bro. You got ignorant people having babies who got a, for the most part, is going, they're going to be the role model. A ignorant person is going to be this child's role model. That shit's crazy to me. That shit's crazy. I know grown, well, 40 and above people that still act like children, that still want to be in the club, still want to take, half naked pictures, still want to down talk women, still want to play around with women. Like, that shit's crazy. That shit. See, yeah, I agree. The internet shit, that shit's corny though. The internet and social media took away the social part of life to where you get firsthand lessons from nature of people. Just, you remember when you had to go see if your friend was home. You had to call the house phone and see if they were home. You had to go physically and interact. That builds a person properly. Not this, yeah, grown ass kids. This internet brought the that, I don't know how to explain it, but let me try to see. Now it's snowing, hailing. Shit won't stay up. It's fucking hailing outside. Now I look like a Mexican. Now it's hailing outside. But the internet brought out that dormant ego out of people. You see, or at least it intensified the ego, because you could be whoever you want to be on the internet. You could say whatever you want to say on the internet. You could hide behind any picture, anything on the internet. It brought out that or intensified that ego of people, and now kids are getting it, and that's fucking them up from the jump. I grew up. Listen, I grew up with, it wasn't no cell phones. It was beepers, and then that big ass brick fucking cell phone, and the little black flip. Wasn't even a flip. It was just a black phone, green screen. You couldn't play no games. You had to press the button like 6 times just to get to the letter you needed. Like, bro, we didn't have all that shit. We still had to go interact. These kids don't have to interact. These kids don't get that valuable lesson of the world, nature. They really don't get it like that. You see what I'm saying? I had to go. I couldn't come in the house. I had to be outside playing until, it was getting closer to dark. But I had to be out. I had to experience outside. Now you just see this. Motherfuckers' necks is going, listen, listen. By the rate of people just this is all you see from people, technology and people hypnotized. They're gonna start producing babies with hook necks and shit. I'm telling you. Forgot their past. Just light skin. Just light skin. They black. But what's up, Gorilla? The whole family hypnotized, JJ. That's right. It'd be the kids, it'd be the parents, it'd be, look. The Bluetooths in the ears, the phones here, the tablets here, the computers here, school, bruh, everywhere. Motherfuckers is just gonna start having babies with hook necks, just from all. It's just gonna, somehow it's just gonna produce a little hook neck baby. Motherfuckers is gonna need internet. A lot of people need internet. Like, first thing they do when they wake up. Myself, I do the same thing. This is what I do in the morning. It seems like the fellas are just here. And for anybody who watches this later, oh well, too bad. Look, I'm a victim of this shit too. First thing I do is I wake up, boom, grab my phone, go take a shit, get my hygiene together, taking my shit, just looking around on Facebook, internet. 9 times out of 10, though, to be honest, what I do is, just to be honest, wake up, get my phone, take my shit. But while I'm taking my shit, what I'll do is I'll open a book. Like, I have a whole bunch of downloaded books on my phone. So I'll be on my phone. Nonetheless, though, that's the thing. Nonetheless, I'll be right on my phone. Then from there, I go downstairs, get into my notes, but I still need my phone because a lot of my books are on my phone if I'm not using the physical copies. So I'm on my phone nonetheless. But see, what the thing is, the problem with that is a lot of people sleep next to their phone, getting fucked up, just getting fucked up. And in a lot of the lower class neighborhoods, the phone towers are close. Those motherfucking things ain't no good. Them towers, them ain't no good. Then we carry the phones in our pocket next to our reproductive organs and shit, whether it's male or female, fucking our shit up. So technology has its pros and cons, but more cons than pros to be, in my opinion. But it just still comes down. You got all this internet, like you said, in the age of technology and the age of information, you can get on the phone and find anything. You can go on the phone and download real books. They used to burn the books. They still burn the books. When the elders, if y'all know, the family knows because they've been in here, how I feel about an old person and an elder. You know what I'm saying? An old person, just an old motherfucker. An elder is a teacher. An elder is somebody who has gained wisdom and given the wisdom. That's an elder. It's like the title Christ. You feel me? And that's even though to go to the library. I mean, the agent, the technology, or internet and shit is dope, right? You can get the information just like that. But the going to the library, traveling to the library itself is an experience. Getting there, filling the physical copy of the book, filling the book, flipping the pages, reading that shit off the actual pages. That's that's amazing right there. So that's what I'm saying. It has its pros and its cons, but to me, it has more cons. But at the same, the pro is you have no excuse. But the con is people always have an excuse. Like there was a time where I didn't know what I know, so I don't put it on nobody. That I don't really bash people who don't know. It's the it's the problem I have more so is when people are exposed to the knowledge and still refuse to study it. Like I was never a religious person. I never had it pushed upon me. Nothing like that. But I, I didn't know no better whether it was true or not. You know, I didn't have the no. I had the possibility, the thinking, the maybes. And so I really studied into everything there is to study into it. And I still do it because you can never know everything. Only a fool thinks he knows everything. So there's a lot of shit I don't know about anything. But I choose, I don't know, maybe it's just for certain strokes for certain folks or something. But for me, I don't like to be no ignorant motherfucker. And I don't want to be no dumb person. I don't want to never be in a position where I'm speaking, representing myself in any platform, and I'm ignorant of what I'm speaking of. And you think other motherfuckers won't know that? So I don't ever want to be in that position to be an ignorant motherfucker, ever. So that's the pros and cons. That's It's just what it is. So I appreciate the family that be here, cause y'all must be on the same frequency as me to keep coming back. You feel me? We got to be on some type of frequency. So I'd rather surround myself with people of like minds. That's how you could tell them other. That's how you could tell it. Look at the company you keep. You'll never see me on here with nobody. Right. There, it's like this. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. So I feel like, hey, I know it. I know how to speak in the tongues of my people. I know how to simplify the information. I know how to get it through it simply. It's just simple. Because some people don't want to study, or sometimes people might just need that epiphany to hit them. You know, like they hear something, they're like, "Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense," and then they go off to study. That's the aim of my channel, I guess, to welcome all perspectives and hear all perspectives and build on information and try to keep it proper, try to keep it, you know, straight laced. We ain't gonna get out of the realm of, we ain't gonna speak on shit that's not beneficial to the person, to us in some way. Some way. You know. There's nothing that can be gained from gossiping. There's nothing that can be gained from keeping people's names in our mouths. There's nothing possible to gain from talking down on people or down on people's situations unless we're bringing light to the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, blah, blah, blah. But this motherfucker is doing it. You know? uh, but so you dig it. That's the aim of this. If y'all like real shit, y'all like this channel. You know what I'm saying? If you know motherfuckers who appreciate real shit, tell them fuck with the channel. But don't come in here on no fuckery. Don't come on here no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pimping. Keep it straight laced. Keep it solid. Because that's all we talk over here. The family being here chopping it with me. We don't really be talking about bullshit. Appreciate that. I tried to, man. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I tried to, because that's the way I study. Look, just for example, I'll read a book. Let's say this is talking about, motherfucking quantum reality hypergrids. I'm just making shit up. Just hear me out. But say this was a book for that. I would study that book until I understood that book, and when I understood the book, I would break it down in a simple way so people can, it just makes sense to do it that way, because not everybody knows what certain phrases and words mean and etc. So if I understand it and I know I can simplify it because that's the way I comprehend it, I just break it down so I can understand it. That's what everybody does. I try to pass it on that way. So this channel is for that. You know what I'm saying? I could give you 100 great black men and women from history. I could just give you 5 and let you go on about your business and find the rest for, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So that's what we here for, G. And all y'all motherfuckers are awesome. You know? I'm glad I ain't got nobody on here that be like, oh my God, you cuss so much. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I know I do. Bible like a book. The Bible is a book. And we can... Those motherfuckers know how to speak it. Listen, look at the coldest pastors and preachers and pedophiles, right? Just look at them all. Pastors, priests, and pedophiles and pimps. Just look at them. They got a cold mouthpiece. Their mouthpiece is solid. Solid. They know how to read that book. Yes, yeah, you absolutely right. They know how to read that book. They know how to read it just in the way they need to read that motherfucking book. But that's the problem with the sheep, or the congregation, or whatever the fuck you call them. Them motherfuckers. Some people need to be led. Some people need, and I'm just saying, some people need to be told everything's gonna be all right. Some people just need to be led. Some people feel comfort and safety in the fairy tales. You feel me? Some people create their own reality. It's like a barricade for all bullshit, or what they would call bullshit that goes against the grain. Some people need that. Some people need that, and a lot of people don't like truth because it goes against their belief. The root word being Balai, who is the priest, the pastor, the pimp. And the believers are the fucking sheep or the congregation. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. I have the whole video on that 501c3. Exactly. So, when it comes to, I guess we here now, when it comes to the religious concepts and the religious beliefs, it's a beautiful fairy tale. Some people need that, G. Some people need that. And some people, like me, don't be listening to that bullshit. Hey now, I see you. How you doing? You need a lighter? But you know, it is what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. I've been through the battle. I understand the power of religion. I understand the power of hypnosis. I understand all of that. So I don't bash nobody. I just say, hey, you keep that shit to yourself, and we good. Because a lot of the religious people in general like to push it down people's throats. Not all of them. I'm just saying. A lot of them like to impose their beliefs in conversation and judgments of your actions and all that weird shit they do. Hell, the Jehovah's Witnesses, I believe, them motherfuckers will show up at your door, bringing God to you early on, or Jehovah or whatever the fuck. Some it's that real. Motherfuckers will impose it on you like that. Even if you don't answer that door, it's still they still created that part of your reality by doing bringing that shit to you. See what I'm saying? Get that bullshit out of here. That bullshit out of here. I respect everybody's beliefs. Just don't want to hear about it. Yeah, I'm going to hell if I don't believe it. That's right. I'm doing the work of of Satan and shit. Like, is that right? All right. Well, I gotta go. You see, it's that easy. Just understand the dynamics. They're bringing it to your reality, but you had the power by study, by knowing, not believing, by knowing, and by knowing, you just let them say what they gotta say. You know, they can ask you, they blah blah blah. Let them do what they do. You had the power of all that. You know, fuck them. That's how I feel about it. Fuck Jesus. Fuck Buddha. Fuck all the motherfuckers you thinking about. All of them. That shit don't. Cut that shit out. We too old for that. We too old to call names. Because at the end of the day, you got the right to say whoever. You got the right to say the TV is your God. And I got the right to say this book is my God. If I'm unwilling to come up off of that, you unwilling to come up off of that, ain't no need for that conversation to happen. So just stray away from shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of shit we could say. Right. There's a bunch of shit we could say because of the knowing part and their ignorance, you know. Yeah. If you believe in religion, you're in a state of ignorance by definition, G. That's all. That's all. If you believe in the wrong shit, you're in a state of ignorance in general. Like, I've been corrected in mid conversation because I said some misinformation. I didn't go, oh, no. I was like, oh, my bad. You're right. You got to be open to that. You got to be open to correct errors and understand everybody has the error. Or it's going to be problems, G. When you let other people's shit affect you, that's your first problem, first of all. You shouldn't let nobody get you up out your mode. And if you do get up out your mode, get back in your mode. Hurry that shit up. Make that shit fast. Practice that shit. Understand you have that. There's a little piece of ego in everybody. Get over it. Shit, I had to correct people. It just goes that way. You got to be one of those people. I think when people are more open to knowledge, when more people are open to correcting errors, you can build a solid foundation of understanding. Now, your whole perception of reality is going to change because you know better, you do better. You know better, you do better. I didn't even mean to say that. You know better, you do better. And that's what that is. So come over here and fuck with this channel because I'm going to just give you the game. I'm going to just give you the knowledge. The studying part is on your ass. I'll give you that. I'll set you off in that mode, but it's up to you to get the rest of that shit. Or else I'd be here all day. All day. I ain't got time for that. And then y'all ain't about to sit here for 6, 7 hours. I'm not about to sit straight. I'm not about to talk to none of y'all motherfuckers for more than maybe 2 hours. I'll be tired of it. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So I appreciate the family. I know y'all study. I know y'all know some things. A lot of y'all I see in other channels and other chat rooms, and y'all see me in them same other chat rooms and shit. And y'all see me here in person. Y'all know what it is, and that's why I fucks with y'all straight up. Y'all be on it just like me. Gorilla, we already know that chat. How some of that shit can go. You well, we already know how some of that chat can go. You feel me? So the fact y'all over here tells me a lot. Tells me a whole bunch. And it's appreciated. It's absolutely appreciated. We got the feminine aspect in here. Rose. We got the fellas in here. Got the man. We in here. We in here. But yeah, y'all got some shit to look forward to, man. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, uh, I just did the 5 great black females of antiquity, and I'm just finishing up the finishing touches on my notes. I was just going over. That's why I got this book out. I was just going over some cross reference and just getting a little bit of information that I might have missed from my notes. Got everything in order. So I'm about to have the 5 great black men of antiquity. You know, we gotta have that balance. So it's the fellas' turn. You know, I'm gonna hit y'all with a couple, soldiers, if you can call them that. Warriors, kings, whatever you want to call them. They gonna a couple of those, a couple intellectuals, a couple some soldiers and shit. I'm gonna try to bring it full surface. Oh yeah, I know. I appreciate that, Rose. That was my intent. That was absolutely my sole purpose was to give respect to the feminine. Hell no, nah. See, you miss. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, that was my intention to give respect to the feminine. We all come from you. We all appreciate you. So that was my intention for that. And Gorilla, hell no, he ain't going on there. Neither is Malcolm X. Neither is Marcus Garvey. And this is not a slight to those ones. Martin Luther, if you would have seen the beginning, I believe his intent was good or was good. You feel me? But no, I'm trying to give. It's not a slight to none of them though. But I'm trying to give 5 that are overlooked, just like I did with the females. A lot of those, all of those females, other than maybe Queen Makeda, just maybe, aren't really spoken on. So for the masculine, for the men, I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to get 5 that don't really get recognition. I always want to give recognition to those who came before. We like to talk about absolutely, absolutely. But we like to talk. Just hear me out. This is just an example. This is not the topic of combo for real. It's just an example. But we like to give ancient Egypt a lot of credit, in which we should, but we gotta understand in the aspect of our timeline, they're still the babies as far as the original people go, the black man and woman. They're still the babies of our culture. Don't get it twisted. To us, they're older. To us, they're ancient. But no, we have to give credit to the previous civilizations, the prehistoric, the original inhabitants of the planet. Like the Twa, the Bantu, or the Khoisan. Those are the original folks. Those are the original folks. They started technology. I was just having this conversation with my lady last night. They started technology. They started civilization. They started culture. Those are the motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? And she was speaking on, here we go, the Z people, Chi people, the XI people, whatever the fuck, San, Khoisan, San, whatever you say, yeah, San, Khoisan people. But those are the old people. And she's like, well, well, she said this first, and then I, you know, got into my shit. I'm not about to give y'all the whole conversation, but she was just making points of how African, if you will, African culture is found everywhere, and so you could imagine how that conversation went. I explained to her, black folks do what is a misnomer called the pygmy. Don't call them that. It's like calling a black person nigger or Eskimo Eskimo. You shouldn't call them that. But the pygmy, just to get the collective understanding, the pygmy, small people. Those are the original folks. They travel everywhere. I mean, not literally those first people traveled everywhere. You know, they had babies, they grew up, the village got bigger, and people branched off. So I was just explaining to her that's why you see our culture everywhere. You know, I'm nutshelling, but that's why you see our culture everywhere, because we're the original inhabitants of everywhere. And if you get on my Facebook, I just drop some of that. I drop a lot of shit on my Instagram though, but yeah, pretty much. That's where I drop all my information. My Instagram, so check out some of that shit. You ain't gotta follow me, man. You can just go look at it. I don't do the followers on it. This shit's weird to me. But so these are the people I want to give the spotlight to. Some great black figures that don't get that recognition. I think it's important for everybody of any color that can take in information at least. You know, not speaking on the ignorant motherfuckers out there. But so I'm giving recognition to 5 great men, black men of history. And I tried to keep it at least before the 18th century. I tried. But, you know. Right. The ones who don't get recognized. Because why am I going to keep talking about the same people we always be talking about? There's knowledge in it for people who don't know these people, possibly. But their chance of getting to that information is there. But the ones who don't get recognition, you're not really gonna. You're not. I know. You're not really gonna get that information. So I try to bring that spotlight. Not everybody knows. Everybody's heard possibly of Shaka Zulu, so I could put Shaka Zulu in there. I might still. So I keep getting ideas, man. My brain keep moving. There's just a spotlight on the underdogs, man. And then from there, I'm still gonna do the Moorish contribution to the world. I'm still gonna do that. So you know, yeah, you can't let them do that. As long as you let them tell you who to know from history and present and whatever, they're pretty much creating your storyline. It's called school. School translates to jail. I know, right? So we gotta, you know, I take it upon myself as having 3 girls and 2 boys to give them the proper information. You know, school is going to teach you half, 50%, like 30% of the truth, like 20% of the truth, like 10% of the truth. Well, it depends. Not like 20% of the truth. So you got to be there. Well, personally, I take it upon myself to be there to correct that and give them the rest of that information that they didn't get at school. You feel me? When they talk about, even in math, like everything is Europeanized in school, and that's majority of where we get our information. The rest is life. But our basic training comes from school pretty much. And they don't teach you shit. Everything's Europeanized. So for the Europe, for the little white boy and girl, they get that part of their history. They got that. They got the training of everything they need, the tools they need. But the young black boy and the young black girl don't get that at all. Because even when we go to math, you say, oh, math is universal. That's true, but math started with black folks. Look, I can't give y'all the game because the video's coming, but that shit started with black folks. But they'll call certain shit and title it and give it to, why do people fuck with me when I'm on here? And give it to white folks. Like, for example, when it comes to math, off top, just freestyle knowledge. The Pythagorean theorem don't belong to him. The motherfucker didn't exist. But anyway, yeah, I know. I'm just freestyling the game, on the training they do. Ain't no Pythagorean theorem. Get the fuck out of here. They call Hippocrates. Now we're dealing with medicine. They call Hippocrates the father of medicine. It was exactly Imhotep, Imhotep, Imhotep. That wasn't no European. Ain't no European. Ain't no European. Don't say he was light skinned either, because he wasn't. He wasn't light skinned. That shit. Don't say that neither. The motherfucker was, as you could look up and see this fact that I'm about to say, he was Negro. And before that, in certain references, Ethiopian, Nubian. So even in math, in science and chemistry, it's all coming back to us, and in fact literally does too as well. Not just because it's called chemistry, but it literally comes back to us. The origin. History. It's called history. It's a Christopher Columbus. Simple shit. Because we're dealing with how they're training children. Christopher Columbus. We know that's bullshit. We know that. But they're being taught that bullshit at school. So we have to be able to have the knowledge to correct errors and understand when we send our kids to school what our responsibilities are for doing so. Because we'll just talk about school and children and shit, and how we base perspective off the training we get. A lot of our perspectives or beliefs on how to train as children, soak in game as children. So boom. Yeah, the movies are just the subliminals. They're just subliminals. They're blatant as fuck, but to children, they're subliminals. And this goes back to what I've said before in a whole bunch of live streams and in videos I've done. Mental war, physical war, spiritual war. We're at war. It doesn't take tanks and helicopters and soldiers. We have to understand that. And I know we understand that, just for conversation's sake. So we have to be able to have that knowledge base. So it baffles me when people don't want to know better. It just baffles me. I don't understand that. Well, I think I do. But still, I don't see how I can't accept that. Like, as a grown up, I don't know. They say men are supposed to mature slower than girls. And they say men are supposed to apex their maturity at 40. And so that gives you some time, gives a lot of young people time. But if a person doesn't want to know better, then it's like, here goes grown kids having babies, raising kids. It's weird. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking now. I really only came on here to tell y'all, hey, this video coming up. This other video still coming up. I hope y'all appreciate the videos I did drop. Now we talk about a bunch of shit. I love it. I'm still, it's break time, but hey, I guess, you know, I make my own time. But yeah, man, I don't know. I appreciate y'all. It really does come down to that. And yeah, I know it sounds cliche after I say it so many times. Yeah, but It's appreciated because y'all keep me on my pivot. Y'all keep me on my pivot. My lady is taking her strides to know better too, and it's all appreciated. You know, she's taking her strides to get more info, and she knows I got my Bible sitting right downstairs. She could pop that bitch open anytime. We got the book, so the vibes, like you just said, we're connecting and creating that aspect of reality, of truth, knowledge seeking. Because I believe nobody in this chat room is a dummy. None of y'all. And there is dummies. Come on, G. We like to, talk about the positive shit, but I always try to acknowledge the negatives, the pros and cons. We got dummies. There's such thing as dummies, dumbass people. They exist. All aspects of life exist. So I'm glad I don't have no dumbasses around me. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to build her knowledge foundation up. Her thing more so I could tell is astrology and cosmology. Cosmology. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out a way. And I have figured out a couple ways, but I'm trying to figure out ways to apply her interest into her studies. Because it's like school. I was the motherfucker who slept in class, who didn't go to class. I was that guy. No, seriously, no shit. And then I wasn't even there for senior year. I was locked up, shit. So I was the fuck up in school. I graduated and all that good shit, but I was that guy. Because none of that shit interested me. The only thing that interested me was history and gym, because I got to work out and play basketball. But I'm just saying that because and I don't think the panel understood this last night that I was a part of witnessing. You have to be able to, when you're trying to, if you're trying to lead somebody in the proper fashion or teach somebody in the proper fashion, you have to be able to apply what their interests are to make them interested in studying in the first place. You see what I'm saying? That's the best angle to go at teaching somebody. They have to be interested in what the fuck's going on, or they're gonna be like me, sleep in the back of the class. So, you know, that's the first thing. But then there's the con to that, which is this person willing to study though? Some people just want you to tell them and just know it like that and regurgitate it later on. Some people don't like to put in the work. Some people some people are like that, and some people, you know, yeah, this is like, you know, some people don't see it through to the end. You know what I mean? Like it seems like they lose interest. Like I've come across a whole bunch of people where they wanted to know something, or they made it seem in that way. And when the knowledge came about, they seemed interested, and they were interested. They were genuinely interested, but then they just fizzled out somehow. And I wouldn't say it's a waste of time to help anybody, but just you got to know what type of person you're dealing with and know how to deal with that type of person. And that's in any fashion of socializing that has to be applied. You know, energy vampires, you have to know how to approach them. Regular motherfuckers, you got to know how to approach people and deal with how they are. And you have to be well disciplined in order to do so. Because, like I said, something can happen. And you can get mad, you can get angry. That's fine. But some people leave that and let that lead them, and then that turns into bullshit. So you have to be able to understand how to deal with people and how to react properly and act properly, because you don't want to always be on react mode. That's it's that defensive shit. But yeah, so you feel me, family? It's just I don't know. I love y'all because y'all not ignorant motherfuckers, man. Yeah, don't let it. You can't let it pull you under. You can't let none of that shit pull you under. It's okay to be react. accordingly, that's fine. Like, if a motherfucker punch me in the face, I'm not gonna turn around and smile at the motherfucker. So that's proper. You're supposed to. Oh, whoa, wait. But then you don't go to the extreme to try to off that motherfucker for no reason, just because y'all fighting or something. Just you feel what I'm saying? Some people are antagonistic. Some people are hard headed. Some people are stubborn. Some people are greedy. Some people are needy. Some people are just nonchalant. Like, I'm a nonchalant, aggressive motherfucker when necessary. I'm all laid back and that's cool, but that's hard for somebody else to deal with, possibly. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know how to discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Motherfuckers is able to say whatever they want, do whatever they want, and they might do it to you. Be ready, be prepared, be disciplined in emotion, because a lot of people go off emotional thinking. That shit never works. That shit never works. Emotionally thinking don't lead to nothing good. Nothing good. Straight up. We got to use this more. This, you know better. Control reaction is a good key to have. It is. I agree. And I didn't have it. So all this shit I'm talking about is because I learned this shit. This shit, real shit I had to learn. I learned it the hard way though. I was emotionally thinking as a young man, and my emotions got me caught up in bullshit. Bullshit. It got me arguing, always on the defensive because I'm thinking emotionally. Mm, mm. So when that panel came on and I got to hear that, it wasn't nothing new to me. I was laughing the whole time because just sitting here breaking it. First of all, the topic was such a elementary topic, but then the way they were tied in with their emotions, you could hear them trying to overtalk each other, be aggressive, and emotional thinking and never get you nowhere. And it didn't get them nowhere. Nowhere. You feel me? You just gotta be emotionally disciplined, bro. Motherfuckers gonna say whatever they want to say, G. And people ain't gonna want to study, so I hope y'all do appreciate these videos. I know y'all appreciate these videos. I'm just saying. I know y'all appreciate me. I appreciate y'all too, man. That's why I check in on the one. That's why I check in on y'all with the ones I'm in contact with. Just check in, random times. Like, hope all is well. Just random shit, cause it's real, man. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's a good method. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I appreciate that. I don't have to deal with none of that when I'm on here dealing with y'all. I don't got to deal with that anytime for real, but it's always good to have like-minded people around. It's always good to have appreciative people around. Good energy motherfuckers, because we can go in anywhere. And all my shit ain't gonna be about black and white. Everything I'm gonna put up ain't gonna be about alchemy. It's always gonna be something different. It's always gonna be something different. I'm gonna do another economic video. I'm gonna do a bunch of shit, bro. Cause this is shit other than my cussing, but it is what it is. This is the type of stuff that you can show your kids. My videos. When I'm chopping shit with y'all, I'm just chopping shit with y'all. But my videos is very easy to comprehend. It's all factual, actual. It's just easy learning over here. Smoke a blunt, kick it, see what the fuck we talk about. We always got the feminine energy in here, so we have our balance. And she speaks, so it ain't like she's just in here. She gives input, so we got balance in here. We got good energy in here. We kick it over here. Just, you feel me? I don't do no gaming, but the next time I might do a game, and it's always gonna be my same old hood rig setup. Y'all just gonna watch me get my ass whooped. Hey, I like that video. The only reason I brought that up, it was brought up the other day. You know, it was my jab at y'all gaming motherfuckers. I can game too without all that shit, and I play the old school shit. Yep, sure do play the old school shit. Was just playing Sonic the Hedgehog with my daughters. Stop playing with me. See, it's good energy. Them games, I love the duty. I really don't play my Xbox 360. Yeah, I got a 360, but I'm not much of a gamer. And I still play Ghosts. It's that. It's that real. But even the games, even the games got that gore. Man, oh, that's dope. You will. I do appreciate that, G. That's dope. Make me feel good. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, even them games, it's the subliminals right there. They just getting used to blood and gore and war. You know, you can see this shit is everywhere. So I appreciate the ones who then snapped out of some of them. Oh, that's dope, JJ. That's dope, UL. That's fucking dope. That's dope. But yeah, man, I'm about to get back to these studies. Get this video prepared. Yeah, get this video prepared. I hope y'all appreciate this one for the fellas. Like I said, this one for us. So you know, I'm gonna put some soldiers in there, some intellectuals in there. I'm gonna try to cover the full cipher of our capabilities. So I hope you guys appreciate it. It'll be up today. Don't sweat it. It'll be up today. You know, and if like I say at most of my videos, if y'all got any ideas or just anything we could touch on, throw it in the comments. Other than that, I do appreciate y'all. I'm about to get up out of here though. So with that being said, I do appreciate. Let me run the names down properly. Oh shit. UL, absolutely. EO Rhino, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate that. Can't forget the Queen. Can't forget the Queen. I wasn't gonna forget the Queen. Rose, Gorilla, brother from another. Do appreciate you. Do appreciate you. Absolutely. I appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all have a good day. Look out for my video. It'll be dropping today. 5 great black men of history. So check me out. With that being said, peace when we're together, chaos when we're not. Pick up a book, gain some knowledge, spread some positivity, and keep having a good day. If you're having a bad one, keep having a good day. It's that simple. All right now, y'all. Peace. Peace.